So this is us on our way up the Timosjoch Alpenstraße. It's a road that takes you from Austria across to Italy. It's a fabulous road. We've actually come off the Austrian side and we're making our way up the Italian side. You can see the road itself. It's quite twisty. There's not much to stop you going over the edge down the right hand side. I've speeded the video up here quite considerably actually, because the scenery is so good. You don't really want to batter through this area. You just want to take your time, and this is the easy part, you know. The road's opened in the summer, and in fact today's date being November the 5th, the road actually closed today. So we were quite fortunate that we went up here about the middle of August 2017, but about a week after, probably about a week, 7 days after this, it started snowing in the region, and it sounds as though with the height and the altitude and everything else that it's got a lot worse, and so they've actually closed the road now. You can't go between Austria and Italy via this road. Big shout out to Pete, who advised me to take this road. He said it's a really beautiful road, he said, but it's also one of the scariest roads that he'd ever been on in his entire life. And just as we get to the top here, or we get to this point, the Timosjoch, past the eagle on the right hand side, stop for some pictures and check in the views. But you can see they're kind of thankfully building a bit of barrier there, but there's not a lot to stop you cascading down the mountainside. Lots of tunnels, but here we go. And the thing that gets me with these tunnels is they go on for ages, and like, you are literally blinded by the light as you come out the other end. Your eyes have had so long to adjust to the darkness that when you come out the other end, you suddenly get hit with this wave of light, and then as you focus, you see this stunning view, and then the road turns, you know. So you've got to kind of keep your wits about you. But the scenery is just amazing, you know. Like I say, this has been sped up quite a lot. It's very difficult to film, to be honest, because although I'm having to pay attention, and the road looks quite quiet at this bit, but as we get further down the hill, the road got really, really crazy. Not so much in the road itself, but the traffic you meet. You know, you can see there's a guy coming up there, waterfall on the left hand side, around this corner. But it's not unusual to come around that corner and find there's a bus or there's something else coming towards you. Or indeed, you know, where you're coming down and there's some cyclists coming towards you, but the cars behind them don't want to wait the cyclists, they just pull out in front of you, because I mean, you're just in a motorbike, you know. Yep, nice time to move over so quickly, but there you go. Lovely views down into the valley here. In actual fact, because I stopped to take some pictures at the top, I was really trying to catch up with Leo here, but not going crazy speed down there, you know, because as you can see, you haven't got many options if you make a mistake. But carry on, and I'm glued at the fabulous views here. In fact, I think somewhere along here I nearly hit a car, but I managed to catch it, fortunately. I think it's just around this bend. I'm not sure if I left it in the video. We'll see in a wee minute as we come around here. Yeah, there he is. Yep. Uncomfortably close. But anyway, that was about as close as it came on this trip, so I can't complain. But look at this. You know, they really don't care. I mean, what you can't see is I've done around a GS Adventure with two sets of boxes. Well, one set of boxes obviously sitting on the back, left and right hand side panels, and so they jut out about as far as the handlebars. But quite a few people who have been behind me have commented just how close those cars come. So we carried on, came down the hill a little bit further. You can see the glacier up the top left hand side. Absolutely stunning views. You know, and you could be forgiven for battering down here and thinking that it would went straight on, but it doesn't, you know. it makes this tight hairpin. You know, as you get here, you start to think, well, hang on, there's an awful lot of people here in the flip-flops and what have you. You can see the road just bends below on the right-hand side. You know, you're too busy looking at them, you're not seeing a door opening in front of you by the guy coming out of his car. I've no idea how the drivers get out of the car because they're so parked to the edge. I suppose they just open the door and roll down the hill a bit. But anyway, that looks like quite a nice wee road, wiggling its way through the valley down below there. It's not the road that we took, at least I don't think it is. We could have stayed in this. And again, not huge opportunities. This guy waves me past, and I get by them both. But you know, sometimes in this road you just got to bide your time and just, you know, wait for the opportunity to come. And the standard of driving isn't always brilliant, I have to say. It's not always very fabulous. You know, there's a guy standing in the middle of the road there taking a picture of his missus with the background. But there you go. So I'm still trying to catch up with Leo. Some more tunnels to blast through. I've got a bike in front of me here. Now the van in front of him, that held me up for ages, absolutely ages. In fact, it held me up for so long I might have edited a huge amount of it out of the video. You know, as I came down to this part, you know, as we got further down the hill, the road itself just seemed to get narrower and narrower and narrower. And I don't think it was a distraction of the views or anything like that there. I think it was just the roads did get narrow. Especially when we get into the forest section up ahead. You know, I'm kind of thinking, can I? No, I can't. There's a traffic cone, can't really see. So, yeah, there he goes. So I just bide my time. You can see it's just crazy. And he's, you know, everyone stopped here. It's kind of like, why? You know, it's too narrow to get two cars past. Just as we went past these absolutely stunning view off the right hand side, lets you look right up to that glacier. You can see it sort of just straight up the valley, and you know, the scenery is fabulous. But I mean, like, there's not a moment goes past. I mean, I've sped this video up, so obviously I'm not travelling at a speed, but in all honesty, if you're watching this video and you're thinking, well, this is a bit crazy, this is how it felt. Yeah, so off to the right hand side, now there's just some absolutely great views. But you know, you really can't, you know, this guy's breaking into every bend. Times where he just hits the brakes and you think, what are you doing? You know, but I mean, I think eventually I just felt he's just going to break through all the bends, and so I'll just sit back and see what happens. But you know, like things like that, you don't really expect them to stop, you know, or near enough stop. You just expect them to filter, you know, to go past. There's two definite lines there, but he's not really sure. I don't think. Anyway, I got to a point where he was just driving me nuts, and I thought, I'm going past, you know. There's a lovely valley up the right hand side there, you might have caught a glimpse of it. And then later on, yeah, it's a bit cheeky, isn't it? Yeah. But fair play to the guy. Good luck overtaking. It's absolutely crazy. But he didn't hang around here, you know. I mean, I let the guy get a little bit away because I was too taken by the views that came around here. I thought, wow, this is stunning. And you can see he makes good use of the opportunity here. He sees the gap, and off he goes. Filters in just quite nicely there. Whereas after coming around, you can see the road almost tightening up. You know, as we come around, you're thinking, well, there's a car's width, but I'm not really sure. This guy's swinging all over the place. You try and get an extended view, and that was enough for me, I was past him. So then down, so now we're getting another couple of cars. See a car on the left hand side pulling in. The other boy, he's gone ahead, but I've kind of, I think, I'm pretty certain that that's Leo up ahead, and I've just sort of caught up with her now. Anyway, that's the team draw.